Hey sneak peekers, this is Danielle Ransom at South by 2017. We are at the red carpet for Stranger Fruit, a narrative documentary from director Jason Pollock about Mike Brown's shooting told through the eyes of his family. How did you get the opportunity to tell this story?
Leslie gave it to me. I asked for permission, and I presented a proposal, and I had already made a trailer, and I'd worked for a long time before coming to the family to ask for permission, and presented them the idea and the trailer, told them what I wanted to do, and said I didn't want to do it unless they were okay with it, and they said, let's do it. So that was in May of 2015, and we've been working together ever since.
So what was your thoughts going into shooting this film and the decision you made to tell the story of Mike Brown through his parents' eyes?
I just felt like that was the missing piece to the whole Ferguson narrative, and that the media was distracted on purpose from the St. Louis County Police Department and Prosecutor's Office, who were purposely distracting everyone with the protesters and tear gassing and tanks and all these witness statements, and no one was actually talking about what happened on Canfield and the evidence on Canfield and the actual case, and looking at it in a real way with real facts, not all the fake news. Fake news started in Ferguson by the Ferguson Police Department and St. Louis County about that Mike Brown was a bad guy. Mike Brown was a great guy. So everybody that has a heart that saw what happened in this country knew that and saw what the media did to him, and I felt like this was the missing piece to the Ferguson conversation. And as a white filmmaker, I didn't feel it was my job to talk about the Black Lives Matter movement or any of the stuff that was happening in the streets, but this is a story of white supremacy that we have to fix in this country. And Mike Brown is the person who removed the sheet from all of that and helped us see this. And he is still helping us today. And he's gonna help us a lot in there right now. Yes, this is a modern day lynching. What happened to Mike? He was in the street for 4.5 hours that day. And that's ridiculous. And there were hundreds of people around having to watch that, and kids. And that's a modern day lynching. So that's why this movie's called Stranger Fruit. And that's what we're trying to say. We hope that everyone learns that Darren Wilson should be in jail for murder. Because if Michael Brown was a rich white kid and the physical evidence at Canfield was such, Darren Wilson would have been in jail 2.5 years ago, and I would have never had to do this. This is not fun for us. This is not exciting for us. This is not glamorous. This sucks. Michael's not coming back. This sucks. And we had to do this so that people understood what really happened, because everyone still thinks all these ridiculous things about him, and that he was a thug. And he was not a thug. He just graduated from high school in a place where there was only 62% graduation rate. That means he was a rock star, and he beat all the odds and was murdered 8 days after his graduation.